The Angels and Orioles are facing off tonight in Baltimore, and we got our very own resident MLB handicapper Dave Golikoff to help break this game down for us. Now, Dave, I've always liked the Angels' Jared Weaver. He has some nasty stuff, he throws real hard, and has a sweet mullet. But what the hell's going on with him this season? He was just awful in April, then he comes out last week in Houston and throws a complete game shutout. Are we to trust that he suddenly remembered how to pitch?
Well, we see this from time to time. I mean, it's first month of the season. Some players can be rusty. Some players, I don't know. There's some weird splits can happen in the first month of the season. Aaron Harang, for example, that's his best month in the year, and then he tapers off. Jared Weaver, I mean, in the long run, I probably wouldn't be too worried him having a rough month of April, but it does look like he got back on track in his latest outing. If you're betting the Angels tonight, you're probably pretty happy, and you're probably thinking that he carries over that momentum. Houston's a pretty good team, as we've known to find out this season, and Weaver brings his A game against them with a complete game shutout, as you mentioned. So maybe April was just a bad month for him. Maybe he's turned a corner now in May, and he'll be looking to build off that quality outing.
All right. Now, Baltimore is starting Chen, who is having actually quite an excellent start to the season in his third year in the league. He looks to keep that going tonight. It's kind of funny because if you asked me preseason which one of these two guys would have an EA hovering around 5 in April, it 100% would have been Chen. Is he coming into his own or just found himself on the winning end of some soft matchups this year?
I think Chen's pretty solid. I think that's the guy that we've known pretty much throughout his career. He's not spectacular, but fairly solid. And he's going to go out there. Usually he doesn't get blown up. Usually gives the O's a pretty good chance to win. So that's who Chen is, and he probably does the same tonight. He's at home coming up against an Angels team that's got to travel across the country. So a pretty good opportunity for him to pitch a solid game here as well.
All right, Dave, now the O's are moneyline favorites tonight. Even with his early success, I don't trust Chen quite that much to risk that juice tonight. I trust Weaver even less, which has me looking to the over in this one. Is my lack of faith skewing my perception, or do you have concerns about these two as well?
I do. I think that Weaver has been really struggling on the road season. He's given up a ton of runs, a ton of home runs on the road. I think 6 home runs on the road already this season. And he's got an ERA well over 6 on the road. He's lost, he hasn't won on the road. He's 0-3. I think he's maybe started 4 times. And it's just, he hasn't looked very solid on the road at all, very shaky. So that's a concern for me there, even though he's coming off a good outing. But then you take a look at Chen, not a great history against 0-2, ERA over 5. So I think over might be the best play in this spot.
All right, Dave shares my lack of faith in these two guys taking the over tonight. Thanks, Dave, and as always, for all of your MLB expert picks, keep it right here all season long at sportsbookreview.com.